I love a good war. I love to stand and bang. I love it.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out on August 15.
Welcome to Black Tie, Black Eye podcast, sponsored by Odds on 5. You'll be learning more about them in the next episode, so if you like gambling, you're going to enjoy this one. Right, I want to welcome today's guest. Our first guest is someone that I've been trying to get to fight in the Black Tie, Black Eye since 2019, and she's got some great stories about why she chose to actually participate in this event, but I'm sure she'll tell you a bit about that later. She's a leader, an athlete, and she's played a major role in developing rugby in the Philippines, and someone I admire tremendously. So I want to thank her for being part of the show and part of the event in totality. Why did you decide to actually do it this time? And we don't need the funny side, this the serious side. Why did you decide?
Well, I always connected with the why of this event, and it's really about helping kids, helping people who from vulnerable backgrounds. And for me, it was really just about a timing issue. Like I was usually traveling. In fact, I'm still traveling a lot, but it was really about just making the time to know that this was an important cause to fight for. And so when you asked me this time, I was in a very agreeable mood, and yeah, just was like, why not? And I think I was also, last couple of years, I went through a lot of challenges sort of professionally and personally, and I think that joining a fight like this is sort of a reminder of who I am as somebody who is willing to take on challenges, as somebody who's willing to just stand up for myself. And so I think that being able to step into a boxing ring is sort of a physical manifestation of a reclamation of myself as well.
I mean, rugby is part of your DNA. Now, tell me a bit about what you do in rugby. And it's a very male-dominated sport. And I know it's changing. I know women's rugby is really, it's getting bigger and bigger around the world, but it's still a male-dominated sport. How does that feel to you? Why are you so successful in it?
Well, I don't know if I can tell you why I'm so successful in it. I guess it's just because I don't really take no for an answer very easily, I suppose. And I also think that I approach it really methodically. Like, I know who the people are that I have in my corner, so to speak, to support me. So it's, finding the right women and finding the right men. And if the messaging can't come from me, it's not about, the point is that it doesn't come from me. It's about that the initiative gets across the line. It's about the development happens. So wherever or however that messaging can get across the line, you use the support system around you for that. And I suppose that's really one of the areas that helped me to be successful in rugby. But you have to remember, my first sport is actually not rugby, it's ice skating.
No way.
Yeah, so I went from a very female-dominated sport to a very male-dominated sport. And I actually think that's one of the reasons I've never had a concussion, is because one of the first things you learn how to do in skating is how to fall on something hard and slippery. So it's like, down. Falling on the grass is much softer, Jamie. Yes, I know. You can edit that out.
Edit. Fuck's sake. Did you hear that? You did? Okay. Right.
Fix it. Fix your face.
Now I'm going red. I can feel myself go. Jesus. And breathe. Such a child. Right. So how did you get involved in rugby in the first place?
Well, I tried American football in high school, and I loved the contact, but the boys were not very nice. So, when I tried a couple other sports after I quit skating, went to college, university, and they're basically a group of girls that said, "You want to try rugby?" And I said, "What's that?"
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Ohio in the U.S. Very small town, went to a small college, and yeah, these girls just said, "You want to try it?" I said, "What is rugby?" I had no idea. They said it's basically like American football, but with no pads and much more fun. Had a go, and first tackle, I knew that it was like, yes,
This is why
I'm home. Yeah, I'm home.
So what brings you to the Philippines?
Well, there are two stories to that. But basically, I was going through some, let's say, call it the quarter life crisis at that time, and I needed to hit the reset button. And so coming to the Philippines was, I felt like at that time I had made lots of plans for my life, and I didn't feel like those plans were happening. So my plan was to come to the Philippines for 1 year and make zero plans and see what happens.
Love it.
So 14 years later, I'm still here, and life has taken me on a pretty amazing adventure through rugby by making no plans and just raising my hand and saying, yeah, I think I can do something with this. I think I can help.
I love it.
Yeah.
So obviously you've got an opponent, Nina. So I want to tell you guys, first of all, I got a message about half an hour ago saying, I've eaten some nuts. I'm allergic to nuts. I can't open my eyes. And yet you're still here.
Yes.
So I want to thank you for coming down here. It means a lot. You really didn't have to. We could have redone this. But so tell me a bit about yourself. So you're new to the Philippines, aren't you?
Yes, I'm new to the Philippines, but I've been here plenty of times. Actually, I've been here a lot growing up, maybe like 10 to 12 times. But my last trip in 2023, I was supposed to just be here for a month. That month turned into 7 months, and ever since then, I'm like, this is where I belong. And just like Ada, I am, restarting in life right now, having a new beginning here in the Philippines. I just feel very called to here. I feel spiritually connected to this land. I'm not going to get too hippie on you, but, I feel very empowered here. And it's also really nice to reconnect with my culture as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got two half Filipinos here, so together.
Filipino power!
We have one whole.
So how long have you actually been over here now?
So I've been here maybe for a month now.
No way!
So I literally sold my car, just sold everything, and was just risked it. And I'm like, let's see what happens. I don't really have a plan, to be honest. And
Yes.
somehow
You're not supposed to like each other.
Fast forward 14 years.
So what's like a typical week like for you at the moment then? If you've literally just come over here, do you have a place to live? Do you have,
Yes.
She sold the car, so,
Yeah, I'm honestly living off that money from the sold car. But right now, at this time in my life, I just want to focus on things that bring me joy, make me happy. And I love the environment in the Philippines, and I love boxing. I'm really here to fight. I was looking for any opportunity to fight, and we just happened to connect.
Yeah.
So I feel like it was meant to be.
Right time, right place.
Yeah, I'm a great believer in that. I really am. I mean, I came over here 20 years ago to Asia, and I came over for 2 weeks. And the same thing as you guys. And 20 odd years later, people are still waiting back home for me to come home. It's like, Jamie, you said you'd be back in a month. Where are you? We should probably tell my mum where I am, shouldn't I? So yeah, I'm a great believer in that. Right time, right place. I mean, we're all here for the same reason. Like, we all love the sport. We love the impact it has on yourself and other people. But the reason why we started this was for the orphans, for Virlanie. Now, we'll be going down to the orphanage in a week's time. What do you expect to get out of that?
For visiting the orphanage?
Yeah, like you'll get to meet these kids, you see where they live, how they eat, sleep, go to school. These are all things that we try and raise funds for. And I mean, I've been down there probably 30, 40 times now, and every time it still breaks my heart. Yeah, these kids are the happiest people I've ever seen in the world, okay, ever. And yet they've got nothing. And I don't know if you've seen that before. I don't know if, coming from America, you probably haven't seen the nitty-gritty of why we do this. How do you think that's going to affect you?
I'm really excited to meet the kids. I actually have a lot of experience with charity in the Philippines because my grandma runs a mission in Bohol.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up meeting the kids that we would raise money for, and they are the happiest. They can't afford clothes, they can't afford school supplies, so that's what her charity does. So I'm really, really excited to meet the kids. This is something I'm very passionate about for sure. And, sorry.
It's okay.
I don't want to get emotional, but it is something like I'm very passionate about.
I tell you what, look, I get emotional about this as well. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll see. I mean, at the last event, I actually shed a tear at the last event, and it was for that sole reason. The music comes on, there were emotional ties into music, into the children being there. It's an emotional thing. When you step in that ring, and suddenly you're throwing punches left, right, and centre, and suddenly it ends, the bell goes. And then you breathe, and then you suddenly, the adrenaline dump is gone, and you get emotional. You really do. Mm-hmm. How do you think that's going to affect you?
I mean, for me, I've never been a great advocate for myself, and so being a national athlete before is like playing for the country, playing for my teammates, and so being able to connect it with a much greater purpose. In rugby, we also work with underprivileged children and people from vulnerable backgrounds, and this is really just another connection point for me in that. And I think being able to go and see these kids and the conditions that they're living in, it's really reinforcing the attitude of gratitude and just being thankful for the privilege that I have in my life, and being able to have the privilege to go out and fight for these kids, literally and figuratively, to help fundraise, to support them having a better life is, I'm sure it'll be probably a pretty emotional moment for me as well.
Okay. Outside of this boxing, what's your proudest achievement in life?
Ooh, only one? I only get one?
Only one? And you can't... Tell me a bit about your life. Like, if you want to speak about your life. If you don't, just move on. So I realise that's none of your business. Sorry.
My life. Well, I don't really have a typical life, I would say. I mean, over the last 2 months, I think I've been to 4 countries across for rugby reasons, either playing, administration, delivering training and education. I've been to International Federation for Skating Congress. Like, I've literally gone from, a 5-star resort down to places that, are barely surviving. And so I don't really have a typical week, but I would say that probably my proudest achievement, I don't even know if it's an achievement, but it's probably my kids. I'm a single mom, so for me, being able to let my kids see what it means to be a strong, independent female, no matter what the context, whether it's male-dominated, whether it's just rocking your own life. I see my empathy come out in my kids, how they also have a heart for, other children that come from vulnerable backgrounds. And, my daughter, if we have leftovers for takeout, she makes sure that she wraps it up. She puts a little note on it, and then she wants to give it to somebody on the way home. So those kinds of things for me is like, it's not about my achievement. It's about the legacy that I've passed on to my kids. And I think, that's probably my proudest achievement is my kids. And they actually softened me a little bit. I used to be a lot more of a hard ass. Definitely much more of a hard ass.
I'll tell you a thing. Do you know how when we first met? I doubt you do, because you're not going to remember this. It was at the Manila Tens, and you were playing for the Fijian team, and I was playing for the Nomads. Yeah. Or the Nomads, or whoever it was.
Did I tackle you?
You hit me so hard, and you literally put me on my ass. And I got like, what the?
Wait, I love that.
And then Saki was there, and Saki goes, "You won't underestimate her again, will you?" So I then picked up the ball again. She hit me again. I was like...
That's awesome.
First time we met. So, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
What are you looking to get out of this? Out of fighting? This is your first fight, yeah?
This will be my first fight. Believe it or not, I've been trying to fight for the past 3 years, but for some reason, like in the States, it just never happened for me. Different reasons, opponents, gym politics, they won't corner me, all that stuff. But somehow in my heart, I believe that my first fight was supposed to be in the Philippines. So it just feels very meant to be. And what this stands for me is just believing in myself. Even this move to the Philippines was the first decision I made purely just for myself. I think in the past I've been a people pleaser a lot, always trying to please my family, my friends, but I'm like, I just need to follow what I know makes me happy. And they're like, you're moving to the Philippines for boxing? Like, you're nuts, you're crazy. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. That's what I feel called to.
I just want to be clear. You've got like 3 years of training under your belt for boxing.
You got rugby under your belt.
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, I think I've been learning for about 5 weeks now. So I'm a little bit nervous now.
No.
So who do you think's got the bigger punch?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out on August 15.
Do you guys reckon you're going to stand there and trade? Or what's your game plan?
Okay.
I know you don't want to give too much away. But
Me? I love a good war. I love to stand and bang. I love it. I think people like underestimate me often. They don't think I'm like fast or powerful, but there's something there.
Yeah, my strategy is like, really, I can take a hit. So
bite down the gum shield.
Yeah, bite down, bear it, and look for an opening.
We both have really good chins, so it'll be a great show. Oh yeah, let's do it.
I'll be honest with you, this fight's one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most, okay? Because I can just picture you both standing there, needing wanting to take a step back.
Well, you know when we did that little light sparring, and you were like, you're not moving back when I move forward. I was like, why would I do that?
I'm twice the size and she's pushing me back. I'm hang on, this isn't right.
That's also Filipino, very Filipino. They love to go to war. They love to exchange hooks, uppercuts, just going everywhere. That Filipino overhand where they load it.
Oh. So we were at a local tournament the other day, and I think the first 3 fights, so about 300 overhand rights. And she's like, well, these guys are crazy. All they do is overhand rights.
It's very different from American boxing.
Have you had to fight a southpaw before, or like sparred with a southpaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're southpaw?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have told her that.
Oh.
So let's try not to headbutt each other, but that's very common with sparring orthodox and southpaw. That's what the headgear is for. There we go. There we go.
As we said, like, obviously fight day, these are gloves for the event. They're 60 ounce fit. Making sure everyone is safe. I've said this 1,000 times. Is one of the most major priorities that we have for this. Everyone wears headgear, 16-ounce gloves, gum shields, boxes, and we've got doctors on standby, ambulances. We never need any of them, but it's always great to have it. So,
absolutely.
It's vital we're there. But how do you think the fight's going to go? Like, do you reckon it's going to be over in 1 round, or it's going to go the distance?
I don't know. It depends on how good I can work on my fitness over the next few weeks.
Honestly, I feel the same way. My biggest weakness is my gas tank.
Well, just to say, right? So obviously everyone knows that you've got nut allergy. So Ada was just eating some sushi with nuts on it and gave her a piece.
I offered her a piece.
That's her strategy.
Yeah, this is working.
So yeah, that's my real strategy.
She's gonna sneak some peanuts in my water. All of a sudden, on the first round,
that's good. Good strategy, to be honest. So, what do your family know you're fighting, or?
Yeah, well, basically, ever since you put that AI image of me out there, I got so many messages from people like,
it was a bad one.
It kind of looks like you, but that definitely doesn't look like you. Are you really fighting? So of course my brother's going to come out and support, my kids are going to come out and support. So yeah, I mean, everyone, they know that I do crazy things, and I jump into something without even fully knowing what I'm getting myself into. So it's par for the course.
I think 3 of us in the room are like that.
Yeah.
So, what have you learned about yourself during this process?
I learned to actually the mindset of fighting. I've connected with the boxer Nonito Donaire. I don't know if you know him, but we were just talking about how I tend to have a lot of negative self-talk, but that affects you in your performance. So it's really important that you practice gratitude and ego is very important in fighting. So,
do you have an ego?
I had no ego. I needed to have an ego and like believe in myself more. So this process has really changed my mindset and just not caring about anything else except myself. I tend to be a very self-conscious person, but now I'm just like, you know, you only have one life, just do what makes you happy.
Do you think you have an ego?
Do I think I have an ego? I'm very aware that I have an ego, and I try to make sure that I am conscious about that. Like, the difference between confidence and arrogance, or like there's a very fine line between going for something and like mowing over people to get there. So I think that is like, you know, I don't know if it would be ego or privilege check or power check. It's like, I think it's recognizing that if you're in a position of leadership or you're in a position of power,
Which you are.
then it's really important to make sure that how aware I am of that and how I use that to make sure that I'm getting buy-in, or that I'm like a consensus builder, not just being, you know, hey, this is the way that I want it, and so therefore it is. I work really, really hard to make sure that I bring other people along the journey with me.
Okay. Talking about the event a little bit. Like, the walkouts to me are like one of the most important parts of it.
Oh, we're gonna have a walkout with like a song and
Yeah,
everything.
so I don't know about how the fight's gonna go, but I'm definitely gonna rock the walkout. I'm
Oh
definitely
my god, I
rocking the
already had
walkout.
like 3 songs in my head as soon as you said that.
If you're just doing a song, you've lost already. The walkouts are the biggest part of this. You got to make it flamboyant. You got to go the full length. Go check out the fights on Black Tie Black Eye on YouTube. Watch all the videos; they're fantastic. Go check them on there. The walkouts. Some of them from the last event. We had a guy called the Gentle Monster, and his walkout is phenomenal. He came in gel clothes with not cufflinks. What do you call them?
Handcuffs.
Which he ripped off and went mad.
Oh my
We've had people
goodness.
coming on thrones, motorbikes.
I'll be
you know,
theatrical, trust me.
You've got to go.
This is my
Do you want
thing.
to tell
I
us about
love
yours?
it.
No,
Keep it secret?
if you want to see it, you got to come to the event.
Exactly.
Do you think you will be friends after the event?
Definitely.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, I heard definitely and probably.
No, I said probably, yes.
So that's very nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, actually, you remind me a lot of myself 14 years ago. And, you know, like I said, I think, like, the way I talk about my rugby journey is that I might be somebody who's first to the ruck. My role is to clear the ruck so that more people can come through. And so I kind of see my role in that. And especially someone that's another Phil Am, similar sort of story background, I'm sure that we'll have lots of opportunities to share and learn from each other.
Okay, you guys literally met each other 25 minutes ago. What's your first impression of each other? Start with you, Ada.
Well,
Come on, just quickly spit it out.
I mean, you walked in, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm so late. I had an allergy, and I was like, okay.
Is that her?
I was panicking. I was.
So I actually was, you know, you don't have to apologize. It's fine. Life happens. So yeah, that was probably it was a bit of a chuckle when she walked in.
Yeah.
How about your first impression? Or could you see her with your eyes closed?
With my swollen eyes. I like her vibe. I know I just sat next to you. I just felt drawn to you for some reason. And then I was like, oh, wait, maybe this is my opponent. And I was like, oh, she looks strong. That's what I was thinking, like, she looks strong.
Because I saw you walk in, I saw Ada, and I was like, watching you both, and it was like you were apologising about Ada's kind of mean mugging you, but trying to be nice at the same
I like
time.
sit right down next to her.
And you automatically went and sat next to each other
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of cool. So, okay, quick fire round. Who has the better cardio?
Probably her.
The better what?
Cardio.
Cardio.
So I talk
Oh, no,
English.
probably her. When I heard that rugby experience, yeah.
Former rugby player.
Asthma over here, so.
So we've got one round in us.
It'll be one round, then we'll be like,
Who's stronger?
maybe her.
Yeah, it might be me. Yeah.
Who's tougher mentally?
That's hard.
Let's call it a tie.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Who's more competitive?
I'm really
I
competitive.
think her.
Yeah, I'm
She's
really
more
I'm
competitive.
giving her that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. My brother would attest to that too.
Who's training harder?
I think she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually overtrained too much. Then
Yeah,
I got myself an injury.
you got a bit of an injury, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been training during the day, sparring at night, like every day, and I'm like, I need to chill out.
Yeah, I don't know your age, but for me, it's like bit of training, a lot of recovery.
Yeah.
So,
Who is more likely to take risks at the fight?
she's got a lot more boxing experience, so I would say.
I would say me.
Yeah, I would say she's probably more willing to take risks because she's just got more time in the gloves.
And who's going to be more nervous?
Maybe me.
Yeah, probably her.
Yeah.
Like a bundle of anxiety, as you can tell.
And nerves don't really affect you, do they?
Not really.
Wow.
I mean, we've got interesting
Yeah.
mind games going on here. What's the one thing your opponent is underestimating about you? Could
You go
be-
first.
I think it's really maybe my demeanor because I'm more soft-spoken.
Yeah.
So I don't seem like I'd be much of a threat.
What's the one thing you're looking to discover about yourself?
That I can do it.
Yeah, I think actually stepping in the ring, it's all well and good training and, you know, hitting the bags, hitting the pads, running on the roads, getting that done. But the moment you actually step in that ring and that bell goes and suddenly you've had all these teammates around you and suddenly you're all by yourself.
Exactly.
And if you haven't put the mileage in,
Yeah.
it's then you'll be found out. And to me, that's where nerves come in and the anticipation. And then suddenly you just got to throw, as you said, bite down your gumshoe and start throwing punches. Because it may only be 3 rounds of 2 minutes, but it feels like an eternity and it goes in a second.
Yeah.
It's a contradiction and it's an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, I'm so
I'm jealous of
excited.
you guys. I really am. I wish I could step back in the ring for the first time again. I'm too old and fat and I can't fight anymore. And I've tried to go sparring lately and I realise I can't go 20 seconds without almost having a heart attack. But I'm jealous of what you guys have got in front of you. So just go out there and enjoy it. Really do. Prediction time. Does this fight go the distance?
I don't think so.
I think it depends. It depends on how we go in the first round.
Yeah.
I think if we come out wailing in the first round, probably not going the distance. But but I think if depending on our strategies, that will make the round one will tell us if we're going to go the distance or not. I think.
What does victory look like for you?
Like my strategy or what it means to me?
The emotional side of you. Like, what will you do afterwards?
It will mean everything to me, honestly. Like, this is really my dream to fight in the Philippines. So it'll just be a confirmation of me just following my heart and believing in myself.
Will you be representing America or the Philippines?
Philippines all the way.
Ada?
14 years, definitely Philippines.
Okay. Who are you fighting for?
Well, obviously, I'm fighting for the kids at Virlanie. But aside from that, I would say that of course I'm fighting for myself, but I always feel like I'm somehow representing a group of people. Like it's, standing up for yourself. It's being able to take on a challenge that you've never tried before, right? You said, like, this is our first time in the ring, and you only get to experience that once. And so I think it's just like the messaging is so much stronger about, especially here in the Philippines, oh, you're a girl, so you're not strong, or oh, you're a girl and you should, have light skin, or whatever the messaging is. It's just kind of like, go do you, be yourself. And so I think that it's not just for me, but for every female fight every round that is happening on August 15th is a representation of breaking gender stereotypes and norms.
So when is it?
August 15th.
August 15th, Solaire Entertainment City. I think... Sorry, I interrupt you there. I lost track.
No. So, for me, I guess that's I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for the Virlanie kids, but I think that there is a much bigger group of people that can be affected, and that's every girl that was ever told, no, you can't do this. Sorry, yes, you can.
That is why last year I was pretty upset with, not with myself, I was upset with a lot of things because I didn't have a female fight in the event. I've had female fights in every single event, and last year I couldn't get one in, and it really annoyed me because I'm a great believer that everyone deserves to give it a go no matter what. I don't care whether you're black, blue, green, midgets, women, men, it doesn't bother me. The best fights are always the women fights because they just go out there and they've got something to show, and they are always the best fights, and that's why I cannot wait to watch you guys step in there. Final question. When the lights go out and people leave Solaire after watching your fight, what do you hope they say about you?
I hope they could say, dang, she got some power. I didn't expect that.
And how about you?
Actually, I don't care if they remember me. What I want them to remember is the experience and my walkout.
And your walkout.
Fun.
Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll see you at training. So thank you for coming
good.
today.
Thanks for having us, Jamie.
Thank you.